Hello guys, welcome to my new channel. In this episode I'm going to show you some replays of the Rascals challenge. Well, in this first match I've chosen Dark Goblin instead of Ice Wizard because it's hard to deal with if you don't have the log. I've chosen Hog Rider instead of Balloon because Ice Wizard can counter Balloon pretty well, can slow it down. I've taken the P.E.K.K.A because P.E.K.K.A can mitigate the Hog Rider completely and Bulla not so much. And I've taken Hunter instead of Mirror because Mirror is not that great of a card, it almost never gets value. I've cycled Spirit in the Breach because it's mostly safe. Then since he played the Rascals in the back, I played P.E.K.K.A in the same lane. And I was waiting as much as I could to play the Dark Goblin to support the P.E.K.K.A in the back. As you guys can see, he played Magic Wizard and he almost took down my Dark Goblin, but he didn't, so I played a Fireball to take down his Magic Wizard. And since I saw that he was really low on Elixir, I played an Hog Rider to support the take down the tower, and the Dark Goblin still was supporting the Hog Rider, so I played Bandit and there's not much else he could do. He was really low on elixir after those trades, and she already gave up before the end of the match. So about this challenge, I'm going to give you guys some tips as long as I'm playing the replays about how to choose your cards in the draft challenge, so you guys can apply these tips in the Rascals challenge and in any other draft challenge that you guys play in the future. So going to the next match, after the MVP Dark Goblin in the first match, we're going to second match, and here I took the Golem because mine sometimes can't get to the tower without a poison, so I took the poison this next choice so that now our opponent did have minor poison. I took the guns since they can counter the Goblin Barrel, and I gave my opponent the log. I wouldn't have get much value from the Goblin Barrel if I took it. And the last card I took the Late Barbarians because the Barbarians can counter the Royal Giant pretty well, and I didn't need another tank, so I played Fire Spirits to cycle, and he played Royal Giant in the back, so I played Golem same lane as him. Since Golem has more health, we have the advantage, and usually when you have the bigger health troop, you want to go same lane as your opponent tank. We have the bigger health tank. So he played Rascals and then played Witch in the back of the Golem to support it. And I played Poison to take down the Rascal Girls as soon as possible because they have a really high DPS. So the Dark Goblin got a lot of value against us right in this push. He took down the Golem and the Witch, so he played the Royal Giant in the front. I played 8 Barbarians to take down the Royal Giant and the Dark Goblin, and Guards to take down the Goblin Barrel. So 8 Barbarians got a lot of value, as you guys can see. He played that Goblin too much in the front, and the 8 Barbarian took down the Goblin, and Guards, he was forced to use a log to take down the Guards. I think I cycled archers in the back. I cycled Golem because we had such a great elixir advantage, as you guys can see. He still isn't at full elixir. Sorry about the notification. So I played Witch behind the Golem because we had such a great elixir advantage, we could go in the back. I just played go in the back because of that. So as you guys can see, we took down his Rascals with the poison and the Witch. So he played Royal Giant in the back. I noticed it and played all my troops on the left lane to support the Golem since he still had a lot of health. So never stop supporting a Golem, especially if your opponent spends a lot of elixir in the other lane, He spent 6 elixirs, so I knew he couldn't counter our troops. So that's it. Now going to the second match. It was the 9th win. Now going to the 10th win. I'm choosing an executioner instead of a skeleton barrel because execution counter it, and I'm choosing rocket instead of lightning because rocket can counter executioner. I took the giant instead of rascals because executioner can counter the rascals, and I've taken ice spirit because it cycles faster and give us more value, I think. So as you guys can see, this deck was really heavy. We had 3 tanks, giant, road giant, and giant skeleton. I played giant in the back, and he now plays a graveyard, so I played that goblin to take down the graveyard, and execution to counter the graveyard with that goblins, and after that they both can support the giant. So it was looking pretty good, but our opponent had the P.E.K.K.A. I thought that I couldn't win this matchup because, as you guys can see, we also had a golem. We had 4 tanks in this deck, a really heavy deck. I was just waiting because I couldn't do anything against this P.E.K.K.A. So he played Skeleton Barrel and he had nothing except to play. I could do anything except to play a giant skeleton to mitigate some damage. I couldn't afford that much damage. Probably I could play the goal in the back, maybe. So I played Rocket on his Rascals. Maybe this was a mistake because I only hit the Rascal girls. I find take some damage from the Electro Wizard because we have such a heavy deck. I had to use my tower health to give us an X advantage, so I played that Goblin to support the Royal Giant to take down the Goblin Barrel and the Skeleton Barrel. So I was trying to use Royal Giant to bait out a P.E.K.K.A. so we could use Golem opposite lane. Then it was successful. I played the Golem in the opposite lane. Before he played the P.E.K.K.A, it was a little risky, but I knew he would use the P.E.K.K.A. So I was forced to defend the P.E.K.K.A, and I used the execution to support our goal. He played defensive graveyard. I think this was a big mistake from his part because graveyard is not that great in defense. I was fine letting him take the tower. We couldn't defend it anyways. So I played a giant to support our push to tank for our supporting troops, and I used a royal giant the opposite lane since we still had to take down his right side tower. As you guys can see, we almost couldn't take down his right side tower, but fortunately we could take it down in time, and I play a giant in the middle to support to tank for our troops. And he played Desperation Graveyard, which didn't do anything. He didn't have a tank, so it was GG. Even though we had a really heavy deck, we got the W. So next match, this was the 11th win. I took the Goblin Hut since it's a win condition. I took the Baby Dragon since Baby Dragon can counter Goblin Hut pretty well. I took the Rascals, I think, because I like them as a card, and if our opponent doesn't have proper answer, they can get a lot of value. I took the Ice Wizard over the Wizard because it can cycle faster and give us more value. Defend the Giant that I give my opponent. So I cycle Spear Goblins in the bridge, I think. He played Pump, but fortunately our Rocket was the next card. I just rocketed his Pump, denying any elixir advantage he could have. Then he played his Royal Giant in the back, so I played Lava Hound same lane as him. I waited till we reached an elixir. Then He played wizard, so I played a nice wizard to slow down the royal giant and support the lava hound. Since he played a lumberjack, I played my rascals to counter it. As you guys can see, rascals are pretty good in defense. He used the log, so I used the Benny to finish off the royal giant and take down his wizard. As you guys can see, Benny got a lot of value in this push. She almost took down the tower by herself. Ice Wizard gave him some damage. So as you guys can see, I was really defensive. I played the Goblin Hut defensively to pull the giant as much as I could. And I used the Ice Wizard to take down the princess. I used Rascals to counter his lumberjack. And now he used the log, I think. I was forced to use Benny to counter his wizard. I didn't want to lose the tower. And Benny took down his tower. He then placed his royal giant in the front in the river, so I played the Goblin Hut in the place that it can aggro the royal giant and be hit by the tower at the same time. I used Baby Dragon to take down his princess and Rascals to take down his wizard. As you guys can see, his lumberjack didn't do anything. He got a really nice log, but we are being really defensive in this match, so he can't get through our troops. Again, he plays the princess in a bad spot, so I counter it with spear goblins. So it's really important to play defensive since we have the advantage and there is no need to play aggressive now. So I wouldn't play Lava Hound now. Just playing passive. And that's it, we took the game. So now the last match, I was very nervous because I couldn't afford any other loss. I was 11-2, so I took the miner in this first pick because it is a weak condition. I took the Mega Knight even though poison could be good for miner poison. I gave him the rocket to give him a heavier deck, and I took that goblin instead of the princess because I can counter princess with fireball, and that goblin is a little hard to counter with fireball since he goes so fast. So I started with a miner, just cycle and test our opponent. He countered pretty well with the lumberjack, so I used archers to put the lumberjack. Unfortunately, he had a balloon and we didn't have archers in their proper position, and he also used the poison. I think it was a little too aggressive, but I also made the mistake of playing Night Witch to try to counter the balloon, but wasn't effective. So I used the Lava Hound the back. Since he was not with balloon in hand, I could use the Lava Hound to try to take some damage in his tower. I used that goblin to support the Lava Hound. And miner, I think, no, fireball, the Rascals. I also used the miner, I think, too early because if I waited until the Lava Hound pops, miner could tank for the lava pops or even take down that wizard. So I think it was also a mistake. So it wasn't looking really good for us guys in this match. I played a prince to take down his wizard, and I was still trying to play really passive, no need to be aggressive. He played a lot of troops, save lane, so I could use our Mega Knight to get lots of value. I took down his Rascals with the Mega Knight, and I was waiting for Elixir to play a miner to counter his princess. He used the lumberjack, tried to protect his princess, but the miner took down the princess anyway. So miner dealt some damage his tower. I was fine letting him take this tower. I just played the archers to mitigate some damage from the balloon and support the lava hound, and played Night Witch behind the lava hound. I was fine letting him take the tower because it was already low on health. So he played the poison, played Dark Goblin to counter his princess. I used mine on his Ice Wizard. He played Rascals, so I played Fireball on his Rascals, and mine was still alive. Took down the tower with the Lava Hound. I played another Lava Hound this in the middle, so it could tank for the other Lava Hound that popped. Then I played Night Witch, and I think that my mistake was to not use Miner the Wizard in time, but it was fine. We got a lot of damage on his King Tower, as you guys can see. I used Mega Knight defensively to protect our tower. So since he was so low on health on the King's Tower, I was trying to cycle to my Miner and my Fireball and Dark Goblin take down his King Tower. I played Dark Goblin take down his Ice Wizard, I think. Yes. Then I played Miner plus Archers to take down his King Tower. And Fireball, he predicted with the Lumberjack, but it wasn't enough. The Dark Goblin and the Archers took down the King's Tower, and that's it. That's GG, got the W, and we unlocked the Rascals in the Rascals challenge. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I can make another video in the future, maybe about the Rascals if you guys want, and give you guys some tips on how to play them. And that's it for today's videos. I hope you guys enjoyed and that you guys have learned something. And bye guys, see you next video.